Pleasant good evening and welcome to our News Bulletin at 7. My name is Olivia Bowen. Presenting this news program is proudly sponsored by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited. Stories topping the headlines: Senate Security Officer CFR Kamara has been arrested in connection to the burglary at the Liberian Senate over the weekend. The Movement for Economic Empowerment has expelled its acting chairman Matthew Sham and two others for gross violation of the party's bylaws and constitution. The management of Beer Mountain Mining Corporation has donated a consignment of assorted medical drugs worth over US 8,000 to the Kinjal Community Clinic in Grand Cape Mount County. In away from Liberia, the BBC says 10 people have been killed and at least 160 other villagers have been kidnapped from a remote community in Nigeria's central Niger state, officials say. Those are the headlines, not the news in detail. Senate Secretary Officer CFR Kamara has been arrested in connection to the burglary at the Liberian Senate over the weekend. Officer Kamara, who was on duty during the night of the incident, has been placed behind bars at the Liberian National Police Headquarters as prime suspect. Senate Security Director Danishas Wisse said the officer was arrested due to conflicting accounts he provided during the preliminary investigation. The Liberian Senate was burglarized, with several offices broken into by unknown persons. Confirming to RCI, the Chief of Office Staff of the Office of Senator Cornell, who refused to be recorded, said cash and other valuable items were stolen from his office and other offices of the Bapolu County lawmaker. However, an anti-burglary unit of the Liberian National Police has launched an investigation into the matter. Senate Security Director Wisse also disclosed that 10,000 Liberian dollars, 200 United States dollars, and $700 worth of gasoline, as well as documents intended for method and cargo tracking note investigations, were taken away from the office of Senator Amara Conan, while four laptops were taken from the office of Senator Joseph Jala. At the same time, two laptops and a smartphone were taken from the office of Grand Jida County Senator Thomas Yaya Nimlin. The Movement for Economic Empowerment has expelled its acting chairman Matthew Shan and two others for gross violation of the party's bylaws and constitution. Others expelled are acting Secretary General Jeremiah Pay and Patrick Camo. It can be recalled some executives of Move through Jeremiah Pay recently declared a vote of no confidence in the party's chairman, Robert Sami, and others for alleged misappropriation of the party's funds, something the party termed as null and void. That's null and void. Following their statement, Move recently set up a special committee to investigate partisans Matthew Shan, Jeremiah Pay, and Patrick Camo for alleged violation of the party's constitution. Given the outcome of the committee's investigation, during an emergency session of Move NEC over the weekend, the party's acting chairman, Prince Eman, said Shan and others failed to comply with the special committee. According to Mann, their actions contravene Article 18, Section 6 of the party's bylaws and constitution and is tantamount to expulsion. Move National Executive Committee further reaffirmed support to its political leader, Ambassador Maxwell Kimia, and recommitted its allegiance to the opposition coalition for democratic change. The management of Beer Mountain Mining Corporation has donated a consignment of assorted medical drugs worth over US 8,000 to the Kinjal Community Clinic in Grand Cape Mount County, making the donation on behalf of Beer Mountain over the weekend. The Human Resource Manager Oliver Gilpley disclosed that BMMC remains committed to sustaining a vibrant healthcare delivery system in Kinjal and other host communities of the company. Gilpley furthered that Beer Mountain will continue to ensure that it fulfills all of its obligations and will ensure that the Kinjal town is taken care of. He admonished the citizens and residents of Kinjal to always seek dialogue whenever there are issues and concerns in the community. Receiving the medical drugs from the management of Beer Mountain Mining Corporation, the officer in charge of the Kinjal Community Clinic, Noah Leah, who spoke on behalf of the Grand Cape Mount County Health Team, expressed thanks to the Beer Mountain Mining Corporation for the donation and promised that the drugs received will be used for its intended purpose. Former Foreign Minister Maxwell Kimia has donated assorted food and non-food items to fire victims in the Town Hall community, Pennsylvania City. Recently, fire gutted a four-bedroom house and later extended to other properties in close proximity, thus leaving 39 persons homeless. Making the donations over the weekend, Ambassador Kimia said it was his way of identifying with the residents who lost their properties and assets in the incident. Interventions may include paying off 1 year rental fees for all 13 family heads, 20 bags of rice, 14 mattresses, among others. He meanwhile called on the government of Liberia and other humanitarian organizations to come to the aid of the victims. Receiving the donations, the victims lauded Ambassador Kimia for his swift interventions. According to them, since the incident occurred, the Liberian diplomat is the only one who has intervened. The Civil Service Agency and the National Identification Registry have signed a memorandum of understanding aimed at enhancing a collaboration for improved service delivery in the public sector. The MOU was signed during a brief ceremony at the office of the National Identification Registry, where Josiah Chokai, Director General of the CSA, and Andrew Peters, Executive Director of the NIR, signed on behalf of their respective institutions. Speaking at the signing ceremony, CSA Director General Josiah Chokai stated that the agreement will enable the National Identification Registry to assist the CSA in removing ghost names from the government payroll. For his part, National Identification Registry Executive Director Andrew Peters reaffirmed the commitment of the registry to support the CSA in eliminating all ghost names from the government's payroll. If you're just joining us, this is a reminder that you are listening to a bulletin of news coming to you from the News and Current Affairs Department here at the Renaissance Communications Incorporated. And this news program is partly sponsored by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited. In more news, a pro-humanitarian group Wish Cares Foundation has donated over 1,000 United States dollars worth of assorted food and non-food items to the Destined for Greatness Orphanage in Gardnersville, Monrovia. Making the donations over the weekend, Wish Cares Foundation CEO Prince Dennis said the donation is his foundation's way of identifying with the orphans. According to him, it saddens his heart to see children in an appalling conditions, thus admonishing the case to remain steadfast and focus on striving to become better and productive citizens in society. The multi-actors platform on land governance and responsible agricultural investment in Liberia is expected to convene a two-day assembly of members to celebrate milestones, reflection, and in-depth exchanges. A release from MAP Liberia states that the assembly will take place from 28th to 29th May to review and finalize key products, have an in-depth review of the platform's governance, and outline new paths for advanced collaboration and sustainability. The release stated that the assembly is expected to bring together over 40 member organizations from diverse sectors, including representatives from the government of Liberia, civil society organizations, academia, private sector, and the communities. The gathering will highlight the major milestones achieved, identify key challenges, and lessons learned over the last 2.5 years, noting that it will also involve the members undertaking an annual assessment of the performance of the platform at various levels. Away from Liberia, the BBC is reporting that 10 people have been killed and at least 160 other villagers have been kidnapped from a remote community in Nigeria's central Niger state, officials say. A large number of armed men suspected to be from Nigeria's militant Islamist group Boko Haram invaded Kushi village on Friday night, local official Aminu Najumi told the BBC's World Service. Those kidnapped were mostly women and children, while those killed included local hunters who were providing security for the area, he said. The gunmen reportedly rolled into Kuchid on motorbikes and even spent time cooking food, making tea, and looting houses before leaving more than 2 hours later. To end this news program, a recap of the top stories. Senate Security Officer Siafa Kamara has been arrested in connection to the burglary at the Liberian Senate over the weekend. The Movement for Economic Empowerment has expelled its acting chairman, Matthew Shan, and two others for gross violation of the party's bylaws and constitution. The management of Beer Mountain Mining Corporation has donated a consignment of assorted medical drugs worth over US 8,000 to the Kinjal Community Clinic in Grand Cape Mount County. And away from Liberia, the BBC says 10 people have been killed and at least 160 other villagers have been kidnapped from a remote community in Nigeria's central Niger state, officials say. That's IRC News Bulletin at 7. My name is Olivia Bound. Good evening.
When it comes to communication in Liberia, Orange is number one.
Orange is the best. Orange is the best. Oh, Orange is the best.
Orange is the best.
Strongest network, widest coverage.
Orange is the best.
Fastest internet speed.
Orange is the best.
People, Orange is the best. Yes, Orange is the best. Lamakitiye, Nagatama, please woo. Company gini, that's the for Orange. Top of number one. Swing it.
Company sita ma Orange along are the best.
Orange, put more your telephone on.
Reliable, trusted, and dependable.
Orange is the best.
Yeah, orange is raw.
Orange is the best.
It's all about what matters to you. Orange.